Look at the flow of today's ZAR. It's just going to plummet the whole day. That's the whole day's movement right there.
If I saw the 800 where it is on your screen, I think I would have taken it. The reason why I didn't want to mark the chart is because I didn't want to take a trade as like a bounce off an EMA as opposed to like a manipulation of it.
Yes. Okay.
So if I saw it in this way, it would have been rush to crush. That's beautiful.
I have a different stop hunt box when I look at your. I have 1 hour after. I have my stop hunt box start at the shift candle.
I think mine's a bit later as well, but the whole pattern is perfect.
Yeah, I understand it. Yeah, yeah, but I have a different stop hunt box.
Yeah,
but I see it also.
Okay, let me show you guys something else. I always want to go back and see if you guys can see something. This is something like this. The spikes right here by them making a stop hunt low, bouncing here, makes a pullback on the fucking poison, shows the black candle to make people sell, and then he makes a wick just right there, just a small spike, a small wick right there. That's the entry. You remember, Martin? Martin, we entered this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was. We have a Zoom session on this. We have 2 sessions where there's this one, and this is the Leo one. This is the Leo one when Leo said it was garbage, and then there's another one that Will said it is his favorite so far on the channel. But guys,
let's see if I still agree if that's my favorite one. Let's have a look.
It's this one, man. I'm pretty sure. If I can go on the channel.
It was 19 November, I think. 19
was it
November.
A HOD LOB?
A HOD LOB, yeah. I was on webinar with Lesh.
Oh, that one's amazing. I took so much from that video.
I think it's like 44 minutes, if I'm not mistaken.
That one's a really good video.
Which this one? No.
Nope. It was the one that's just you and Martin.
Not it's this one.
This one, yes.
Yes.
That's the one. I think I've even left a comment on that one actually.
Yeah, man. This was a fantastic shit, man.
Mm-hmm.
So it shows.
That's perfect. That is the one I love, yeah, because you've got the manipulation of the dragon. The criteria is perfect. Everything about that setup is beautiful.
And we talked about the spread entry on it.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry to keep interrupting.
Oh, sorry. Continue.
I was going to say I've watched this video about 20 to 30 times at least, maybe even more. I watch that video all the time.
Bro, people don't even know how valuable these things are.
Yeah, but you can take little bits that you didn't necessarily hear the first time.
Yep.
You know what I mean? There's little tiny gems that you don't realize till you studied that particular part, dive into that part, etc. There's rabbit holes in each part of the criteria.
Correct. There's rabbit holes in each part of the criteria. So the first criteria, it is a lot of holes in it that you need to master. That's why I don't like it when you go and jump, sell, buy. I told Martin, I think it was like 6 or 7 months ago or a year ago, that if you really want to master this business, man, if you want to short, focus on shorting first. Or focus on buying first. Pick one that you like the direction. It's not about the consistency of that. It's about you learning how to understand the different rabbit holes for shorting. So if you know how to short, you will automatically know how to buy because you understand each and every variation to shorting, like this kind of a LOD HOB. This is a LOD HOB, even though there's no HOB, high of bands, but there's a high of bands in Asia. That blueprint right there on Asia.
Yeah.
That
Yes.
makes a beautiful, beautiful trade. And I know people will miss this because they won't know if this was a good spike or what to make an entry right. No, what am I doing? To make an entry right here.
That's another one of these, isn't it?
Again and again and again. Same shit, but a different variation of the same theme.
Mm.
It's a different variation. It's the same shit as this.
I remember on this day on 1st October was all GBPs beautiful, and also user was beautiful.
Correct.
It was beautiful day for all our pairs.
Correct. And here's the problem. You see, if someone enters this trade, you see this guy, this is yesterday's Zoom session when I was like, when this guy makes a rise like this, you want a stop hunt low rise, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if this guy makes a stop hunt low rise, you cannot want another stop hunt low rise tomorrow, the following day. What are you doing now? Yes, you are lucky when you entered this trade, but you see, there was not even an entry for you because you cannot enter with a big ball like this. But the market makers cannot give you two stop hunts down. It's too obvious. But you see, this guy made a rise and a stop hunt low. It is to clean out the people who tried to think that this thing was going to continue going up forever. That's why I was saying people are trapped all the way here. People bought and bought and bought and bought and bought. So the market makers, they will go down. And when they go down, they blow them off. They blow all this area out of the box, out of the water. And then it goes up to make them say, but I knew this. I knew this. I was right. That's why they need to go to psychology again and do all kinds of meditation. Maybe I'm not seeing something right.
Go for a walk in the woods.
Bro, that's what they need to do. So the moment you start to see a rise like this, you need to expect a stop hunt low rise. But tomorrow, you cannot expect the same shit again. You are putting yourself in harm's way.
Mm-hmm. So with that setup that you're talking about, it goes to the one you were just on a minute ago.
Yes, sir. Here it is.
Yeah, so the one on the day before. So this would have been a textbook HOD lob for me if there was touches. Like I feel like that would have been like a 95.9% chance of going up. But because there was no touch, what do you think about that? Does that just reduce the probability? Or because the setup's so nice, the touch doesn't necessarily matter too much based on the spreadsheet and how much pips, Asia can be from the touch?
Right there. Bro, you are answering your own questions with perfection and with precision. That's right. The touches, they are the perfect trades. They are the training wheels, but they are not the end all be all, or end all be all, whatever the term. But they are not everything. They are just your training wheels. There are things that are showing you that, okay, I would have liked if they made the touch of Asia. Then it's a beautiful fucking clean trade because Martin knows that I love the niche of touch trades. I love those. Mm-hmm. But it doesn't mean that just because they are not here, then this is now bad. It is still
because they came straight out of the box, which is perfect.
And just shot up. So I want that shooting up. Just get out of the range and then just shoot up. And then idiots will be like, oh, this is the blood out ex-trillions love to talk about. And then they start shorting this, only for this blood to continue going up because they did not even know that this guy started off by just shooting off and blasting off with small candle, blasting off. And the moment they do this, you know that is the beginning of a trap for you. You just know it. So you don't need to see the touch necessarily, but you understand that this and the touch is the same thing. Yeah, go.
It is, because I take it as we don't must think like robotical because yes, we want touch, but market makers are offered no touch, yeah, but
Yes.
it's same. It's different. It's same variation, but different type of it.
Yes, it's the same direction, but it's just a slightly bit of a
Yeah.
different variation.
Yeah,
But it's the same. You know
But
where
it's-
this guy is going.
yeah, it's same. Yeah,
I think it's the same as when Steve says you're smarter than a box. It's the same as
Correct.
you're
Yes,
smarter than a green line.
you are smarter than a blue box. You need to think. That's why when he keeps talking, he says think, think. Because people want to be robots all the time. People just want to say, okay, if it's this, then I'm going to focus on this, and then they just do this. They don't want to look left. They don't want to look right. They just want the perfect trade to come to them like this. Market makers don't work like that, because market
They want
makers,
that banana that they had under their armpit.
they need to feed people the bananas so that people can put one here, put one there, put one in the mouth, and then you end up not eating the bananas because you don't know which one to eat, because there are so many. So that's the problem. People are so robotic mentally. They just want, that's why they say, bro, if you can just show me one strategy. I cannot tell you that. I don't teach strategies. I'm teaching thinking. Think when you are entering a trade.
It goes back to school. It goes back to work. We're all sat in a line. We're meant to be like factory workers, aren't we? We've been programmed to be that way.
Oh, man.
Therefore, we think inside the box because we've been told to do that.
Exactly. It's like going to work and doing the same thing over and over and over and over again. The market makers, you cannot do the same thing over and over and over again. You do the same thing over and over again, but the variations are where it is extremely different. Because as Will just said, people are trained to be factory workers. You need to work in the assembly line mentally. Yep. But
you go for a break when the bell rings.
Exactly.
All this sort of stuff.
Bro, markets don't operate like. That's why people have a lot of have tough times, because they will say, okay, I'm now waiting for niche of touch. Let's show me niche of touch here. And that's the only thing now I'm going to be waiting for. And then the market makers, they do this. Then tomorrow they do this. There's no touch here, and there was no touch yesterday. So does this mean it's garbage now? No, man. Think. This is the same thing. It's the same shit as this. Just fucking raking all these pips, because you understand price, you understand the flow, you understand your TDI. You are not just putting it just there for it to show you something. You understand why specifically this TDI is right there in our faces when we are looking to take trades. So I find that most people outside of us, they don't understand how to read the TDI. That's what Steve keeps talking about. It's like you don't know what you want. You don't know what you actually want. You don't know this TDI. And the reason why you don't know it is because you think it's supposed to give you some kind of a strategy. Your mind is programmed to M's and W's strategy.
Shark fins on the TDI.
Shark fins on the things. You see these things. The market makers don't care about these things. And when they give it, they need to give them to you so that you keep on playing the game. So that you keep on saying, oh, I saw that shark fin, then tomorrow I want another shark fin and another shark fin. You see, now you are shark fin robotic. You are shark fin stunned mentally. You just want shark fins now. You don't think. You just think this thing is just going to automatically do a shark fin. Now, newsflash, there is no shark fin here that people can see, but this was a beautiful trade. Now, how is that possible? It's because you understand how this TDI is comprised of. You understand why this guy was huge here, and all of a sudden, this thing is high and this thing is low. But this thing, TDI says, no, I'm high and you are low. But price says, no, bitch, I'm high and you are low. You see, now there's a lot of imbalance of price because it doesn't make sense for TDI. Even here, let me show you. That's why this quote, when people say, the best trades happen when you miss them. This is it right here. The best plays happen when you miss them. Look at this, and then look at this, and then look at that, and look at this.
That makes no fucking sense.
It doesn't make a fraction of sense. No sense at all. But it does make sense for us. So this nonsense, it's all the sense in the world for you to know what the fuck is going on. That's where you begin to understand, oh shit, there really is market makers. I'm not just talking about market makers, these people really do exist. Their footprints are there and you can vividly see them. You don't just magically see them in your mind, or you're hallucinating about them. You actually know these people exist just by understanding your TDI and what the fuck is going on between the chart price and the TDI or /RSI price. You know what is going on. You can spot the garbage, the bullshit, which lets you know to not be scared when you enter a trade. Now we are going down to the confidence hole. It brings your confidence and it subdues your cowardice. You won't be a coward. You won't feel scared. You won't be a cunt. You will execute because you really and deeply understand, because you are using your brain to understand what the fuck is going on than just wanting a strategy. That's why right now it's extremely hard to teach other new people, because people just want strategies. The best strategy to make 1K. Fuck that, bro. The market makers are not like that. They're not designed to give you stuff like that. Nothing in life works like that. You need to be able to be an individual that thinks. You need to think as a human. But people in this market, it's like, to be a doctor, you need to think. Like, if I touch the wrong artery when I'm tinkering over the heart, if I cut the wrong vein, I'm fucked. This guy is gonna die. So
that's me when I was a baby. I had heart surgery, so I can relate to that story.
Oh my God. Bam,
Yeah.
right there. So it's you need to learn how to walk not in eggshells, but you need to learn how to maneuver and cut the candlesticks open. Just like the surgeon cuts people to look inside to see the organs and the arteries and the vein and the blood flow, all that shit. We need to become candle surgeons. You need to cut down the candlesticks like, oh shit, this is not where I need to be. I need to be here. This is not the direction. I need to cut this candlestick, and this is the best candlestick that will present the death of the retail traders. So if you're cutting the candlestick open and you see them making pullbacks during your 7, 8, 9 time, I love 7, 8, 9, man. It keeps on proving over and over and over again that it works. On ZOS, especially on the exotics, when you enter during the stop hunt, you see no pain. And isn't it crazy that most of our trades, they don't have drawdowns?
That's the best thing about it.
Another factor, because you see all these things, they line up because you are a candlestick surgeon. You understand the candlesticks deeply. You know how to cut through the candlesticks. You're not just, I'm waiting for market makers to do this, and then yes, you are waiting for market makers to give you what you want, but you need to see the imbalance of price before price forms, so that once the price forms according to what you anticipated, then you become a robot. You see, you're not a robot when everything has played out and you're looking at things hindsight. Then you are a robot. But if you saw yesterday and then 7, 8 gap time starts to go up, and then you see the TDI, where TDI is when this guy was going up, then you know exactly what is going on. Then you become robotic and say, now I'm waiting for market makers to do this so that I can do this without thinking. Because now you thought about the setup before it happens. You knew what was coming before everyone else. That's why you enter in places where there are no drawdowns. Most of our setups, all of them, even the bullshit trade I took yesterday on EJ, I had no drawdowns when I entered. I still did not have any drawdowns because I understand how to use the candlesticks, the TDI, and price action of the candlesticks.
It's crazy.
Staying out of no man's land. No man's land when you take trades out of the range.
It's crazy. It's crazy to even think about it. And now people are thinking about this thing is an M formation. This is where they're going to start entering right there. Bro, you are an idiot. Look at what happened yesterday. This is where we need to go to BTMM and watch. People are looking at EJ to short. They might be right. They might be wrong. But the problem is they are now wishy-washy. They're in the 50-50. Oh, this thing might and it might not. And you know that this is garbage. You can automatically know and see this. So even if it produces for them, you know that they're actually lucky because they don't know, bro. If this thing was a beautiful trade, this guy would have fucking collapsed already. He would have. But it is what it is. People don't know what the hell is going on while you are in profit without any fucking drawdowns. This is epic shit.
Yeah, they must be lucky because we want them in this game.
We need them, man. Without them,
we need them.
without them,
That's our food.
bro, we are sharks. We need to be.
They must be sometimes lucky. Yeah.
They need to be paid sometimes. They need to.
Yeah.
They need to, man.
It's like casino for them.
Oh, speaking of that, man, have you watched the movie Big Short? Have you guys watched that?
I've seen it.
But a long time ago.
It's good. For me, there's so many parts where I'm like, this could have been better. This could have been better. Do you know what I mean? Like there's parts of Wolf of Wall Street which I really fucking like compared to the other film, just because it's more entertaining. But I prefer the concepts on The Big Short, but I prefer like the entertainment value of Wolf of Wall Street. Does that make sense?
I do not like the Wolf of Wall Street, honestly.
No, I know what you mean. It's very retail-y.
I don't like them because think about it. The Wolf of Wall Street, it doesn't show anything about the charts and how they actually make money. All they
lifestyle.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Or gurus. Yeah.
Exactly.
Lifestyle.
They don't show nothing about the charts, but the actual real Wolf of Wall Street, not Wolf of Wall Street, Wall Street who's this guy?
What's his name?
Douglas, something Douglas.
Mark? Yeah,
Not Mark Douglas. The movie is Wall Street with Michael Douglas. Not Mark Douglas, but Michael Douglas.
Michael Douglas, oh.
Michael Douglas and Charlie Sheen. That's the real Wall Street.
How do you do, Mr. Ginkle? Bud Fox. I've always dreamed of one thing, and that's to do business with a man like you.
This is the kid. Calls me 59 days in a row, wants to be a player. Something big is going down. I want you to fill out the missing picture.
That's inside information, isn't it?
If you're not inside, you are outside.